fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is Salt 101. Up in the club, throwing the cookies like, hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mills.
He finds his man, complete. That's Shelton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
They go play action. Mills.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Mills.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, it's Mills.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Taylor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Here's Taylor again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go check.
Back to throw here. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, here's Mills. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it right back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count right in your behind? What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams...
Touchdown! Jelani Woods, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Raiders, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fair catch. David, 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Raiders are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They're always tough, NFL.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check that. Street.
They'll set up to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Alert! Alert!
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14 to 7.
14. Raiders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch. 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks. Get the ball just past that line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gabriel Davis, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21. Raiders 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and long. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. McLaughlin for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Colts 28, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
17.
Looking to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. For the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams from 8 yards out. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Our first down throw for Mills. And that is incomplete.
They've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown Colts. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Back to 60.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of 2.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Play action now, Mills.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw, Mills. This is caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing it further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 49, Raiders 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 44 yards.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 3rd down on throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No. Traveler, flat.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Raiders 21.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to number 3. Touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Indy. 67 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Davis with it left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Colts 77, Raiders 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
On 1st down, Carr.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
That's good.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
Now Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Derek Carr.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Throwing, Mills.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the Raiders' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody